Hi Libra, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Libra is your general bi-weekly reading for the, can you see tiny, look at him. This is your general bi-weekly reading for the time between the 20th of February and the 5th of March. I'm going to draw 6 cards initially. The first 3 cards are going to relate to the last week. Bless you, the last week of February, and the second 3 cards are going to relate to this time in the first week of March. Okay, I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we shall get started. Okay, it's finished. It is, yeah, it's ready. Okay, for those new to my channel, for those new to my channel, these are your clarifying cards. I will know when they are ready to be in the reading. I read intuitively, so I do pick up on the energies of the cards, so I always leave them face down. This is the card at the base of your reading, Libra, and it's the Lover's card, which is Gemini's card. This has just come out for Gemini, actually. Excuse me. The Lover's card. So the card at the base of the reading is the overall lesson, perspective, or energy that we are going to be experiencing or facing during this time period. And for you, I mean, wow, you're lucky, aren't you, lovers? You know, I mean, obviously this could relate to, we'll see as the reading goes on. Gemini's was quite a spiritual reading, and this is a very spiritual card actually, but obviously it does also relate to relationships and commitments, and harmony and balance in our relationships. So let's have a look first of all at this. Wow, okay, they had this as well actually. We have got this week. So you seem to be a week ahead of Gemini. You've got the Sun card, okay? So the Sun card is about enlightenment, awareness, clarity. It's related to your 3rd chakra, which is about expansion. And expansion is authenticity out in the world. Expansion is the more you are you, the more you become you. That's what expansion is. And the more you share who you are, the more fulfilled you are and your life is, and the more fulfilled you become. Happiness, joy, nothing hidden, no secrets, nothing hidden, happiness. And if this is love, which it might well be, that's how some of you could be feeling in your love relationships. There could be that type of energy of, as I said, nothing hidden, joyfulness, truthfulness, authenticity, realness, and that being so fulfilling and rewarding. Okay, so lucky you, Libra. You've had the 2 of the best cards of the deck. Wow, you've had 2 of the best cards out at deck so far in all the readings, and you're my number 11 out of 12. So okay, your next energy is the Ace of Wands. Wow, what a lovely energy. So this is about new beginnings, new energy. Now, for those of you that are in love, this could really represent fabulous sex. You could be having some great sex over the next week or 2. Lucky you. Lucky you, Libra. This could represent a really great I don't know if I'm giving too much away here, but have you ever heard about tantric sex? That type of, tantra is a very ancient way of connecting, if you will, connecting energies with people in a physical way, and obviously on a spiritual level, and that is a really beautiful exploration that that you can have in your relationship potentially. Lots of passion, lots of love. But if it's got nothing to do with love, I'm doing your love readings next week. Okay, so if this has got nothing to do with love and sex, this is just you you're like ready to go. You might have been single for a long time, for example, and you're ready to go. But this could be in any area of your life. You're ready to go out there, to strike out on your own, to go after something that you love, or to go after a an ambition of yours, whether that's work. Wand energy is related to enterprise as well, so it could be related to an ambition of yours, starting new studies, or starting your own business, or starting something like that. Okay, so this is March, so the next energy we have, isn't it interesting that I put that card there? The reason I put that card there is because one of these, I know, hang on, which one is it? Let me just double check. It might be two. You might have two, actually. See this one? Yeah, they are. It's both of them. It's both of them. So we'll look at this one first. So we've got, first of all, that popped out, we've got the Five of Wands. Now, for those people that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot, you'll have seen a post I did a while back about the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is, you have what you want. Now, how hard are you willing to work for it? How hard are you willing to fight for it? And this could be, as I said, in that relationship, it could be, number 5 signifies change. So it's it might be a change of perspective of yourself. You might need to look at yourself differently. You might have always thought that you're no good, or you can't do monogamy, or you can't do marriage, or whatever. And then you've presented with the ideal perfect soulmate in front of you, or the person you've always loved, and it's like, okay, that being presented with that person, if you will, is the challenge, is the Five of Wands. That's the type of energy and circumstance that can be brought about. I said on my other video, for me, this is, for example, my business. So, I'm on here, Key Wisdom Tarot, and the challenge, even though it doesn't seem like a challenge, would be like a huge amount of success very quickly. So a viral video, for example, that viral video would be a challenge, because what that would mean is that I would have more to do. I'd have more reading, more people to connect with, more energies that I'm dealing with, more emails, more comments. So that the act of, the viral video and all that would be the challenge in itself. So it can be anything, it brings about change. It means that you've got to start being smarter. You've got to start being more committed to the things that you really want. And we're going to get some clarity with these energies here. So we've got fear here surrounding the challenges and the changes. And it's interesting because these two cards came out in Capricorn's reading. I'm a Capricorn, and that's the example, the viral video, whatever, is what I do. These two cards, and they came out, and I said the same thing. And it was because I said the fear attached also to that, the fear of success, the fear of having a relationship, the fear of doing something new is there. But this fear is part of the challenge, and it's for you to overcome it. It's for you to recognize and to see, and you do with the sun here and the Ace of Wands. It's for you to recognize and to see, this is what I want, this is what I'm ready for, and I'm willing to have those uncomfortable conversations, or do the things that I'm not used to doing, in order to have this, because I'm ready for this now. Okay, this is that type of energy, and supported with that, we've got another 5 here. So for some of you, this could, I didn't want to labour the point about love, but I'm gonna have to now, because it looks like for some of you this is like a relationship was ended. This is like fear as well, this energy. But anyway, it's like a relationship has ended in the past, and it could talk of reconciliation or a brand new person coming through. And that is something that you've been in a situation for a long time, and you've wanted a change in that situation. The change now comes through. You bring that change through. The change comes from within you. You start to feel different. And you're like, yeah, I feel differently. I feel great. I feel happy. I'm fabulous. And actually being out there then again in the world, feeling fabulous, feeling great, in itself it brings about challenges. It sort of might highlight fears that we've held for a long time that are not necessary for us to hold. And it might highlight some feelings of inadequacy that we've had, or feelings that we've not been good enough. But the thing about the number 5s is the things that you will go through actual events, but the point of those events is to bring you to enlightenment. The point of them is to bring, and clearly that's what happens, because the first card out for you is the Sun card and the Lovers card. So I'll quickly talk about the Lovers, as apart from, because there's many layers of meaning for every single tarot card, including the Lovers. So the Lovers is our masculine aspects represented by Adam, and our feminine aspects represented by Eve. Our masculine aspect is the actions that we take, the experiences that we have with other people, for example, the things that we do, the things that you go out and do. The feminine aspects of yourself, of the self, is how you feel about the actions that you've taken, what you understand about the experiences, or because of the experiences you've had, and how those things shape and change your perspective. You are a product of the things that happen to you, the experiences, or the nurture that we receive in our life, the experiences, the external experiences. You are a product of those, and you are a product of who you have always been, your ancestry, where you came from, the things that are naturally you. You are a combination of both of those things. Mindfulness and meditation helps us to appreciate both aspects and to bring those aspects and to recognize that they're equally as important. And we have to have compassion equally for both aspects of ourselves. And we have to have love and respect for both aspects of ourselves. Okay? Now that can bring about, and so that's really positive. It's a beautiful energy as a Lover's card, more than just a soulmate, which is what everyone always says, which is so boring. There's so many layers to the tarot. Anyway, so this energy here, the perspective that you're seeing it through is that the external actions, the things that are going on the outside of us, which are these energies here, they are going on the outside of you, and these challenges are coming forward to you because they are helping you to see who you are. They are helping you to shift and change your perspective in a way that is more healthy and more balanced, okay? So you should be expecting, even if it's challenging this time that's coming forward, even if it's hard and difficult, whatever, this is a time where, and difficult because, as I said, it's because you've got what you want. It's not because it's not because you've been afraid and you've been feeling inadequate, but now you get what you want. You get the love relationship, or you get the job offer, or you get the go ahead for your business, or whatever it is, the loan or whatever it is. You get it. And getting it is what makes you then, getting it is the challenge then, because you're like, oh gosh, am I ready for this? Can I do this? Am I qualified enough? Am I talking sense? Am I able to be in a relationship? These energies here. So you get what you want, but getting what you want brings up this stuff. It muddies the emotional waters, if you will, for you. And that's a positive thing, because actually it's bringing you into enlightenment. So you need to go with this energy, even though you're an earth sign, and it's very different. I'm going to use this card next. These two are connected. Even though you're an earth sign, and the earth sign is very different to the water energy that we're in now with the Pisces season, the moon, the internal wisdom, the inherent wisdom that we have, as our feminine aspects. It might be uncomfortable for you to be in that energy, but being in this energy is bringing you into enlightenment, is bringing you into harmony and balance with yourself. And that is when we are ready for relationships with other people, obviously. Okay, so don't fear this process. Recognize that this is teaching you something. It's giving you wisdom, just like all the other lessons that you've had in your life. Okay, so the next card, which is actually clarifying this card, but it wanted to come out this first, so I have to go with the energies. And we've got the Hanged Man. So again, the Hanged Man is about seeing a situation that you're in from another point of view. So when you see, so this is what I'm saying, what I just said. So you getting what you want, you get the man or the woman or the job or the money or whatever, the house, whatever it is you want. But then you're like, how can I afford to pay for the house? You know, am I going to be able to do it? I'm worrying, I'm panicking. You've got to see that situation from a different point of view. You've got to recognise that being in this situation makes you realise how much you worry about things that are insignificant, or things that you thought you'd let go of in the past. For example, there's many different, you apply it to your own life. So seeing this situation, in fact, it's probably with these cards, that's probably why I did turn it over. Seeing the situation from a different point of view. So again, it's bringing in enlightenment. This week for you is such a beautiful week, actually, and it's such a spiritual week for you, earth signs, actually. And this Pisces season is such a spiritual time for you, earth signs, because again, you've got the logic and the higher perspective of an earth sign like yourself, Libra, and the balance that brings in. But then you have the emotion, and that was how you were in Aquarius season. Then we've got this the sun moving into the emotions. The sun's moved into Pisces, which is shining a light on our internal emotions. And you like to live up here, and you don't like to get involved with all this stuff down here. And right now, that is what's happening. They're coming into contact with each other. It's literally this. It's Adam and Eve. It's heaven and earth. It's yin and yang. But it's about recognising that this situation that you're in is an opportunity. It's not a challenge. Well, it is a challenge, but it's an opportunity, okay? And that's how you need to start to see what you're facing right now. You have to see it as an opportunity. There's wisdom here. There's learning here for you. So be mindful, be present, recognise that this is what you need. We've got another 6 now. We've got the 6 of Cups. So this could definitely be relationships, but I'll do the love readings next week. So you can check that out on Monday or Tuesday next week, okay? But we've got the 6 of Cups here. Now, the 6 of Cups, again, we're talking about the wisdom of the experiences that we've already had. Number 6 on the Tree of Life is beauty. And I mean, that's what it's called. It's called beauty. I mean, it's got a Hebrew letter. They've all got Hebrew letters assigned, but I forget them off the top of my head. I know some of them, like Chokmah, Jabera, but I don't know if I'm even saying them right. So anyway, I'm sure if somebody is Jewish out there and they know how to speak it, they can tell me. But anyway, number 6 on the Tree of Life is beauty. And I always think about beauty as being an appreciation of something, to recognize that this is special, this is beautiful, this is precious. And that's what the number 6 gives us. It's about recognizing the value of the past experiences, the past situation, how you felt in the past. This is why we talk about this as being the past life energies, because it is to do with our emotions, and our emotions can run deep. So this is Pisces energy, again, water energy. The emotions run deep, and it's about going back. It's about thinking back. It's about connecting with yourself in a more innocent time. It's about remembering. It's about listening to you, to your soul, to your inner knowing, to your inner wisdom. And this can relate to past relationships from the past, etc. Trust your intuition, it's not always about logic. And actually, I've said this now, we'll see a sword. Apart from this card, we've not seen any of your energy. We've not seen any swords, have we? Apart from this one, which is Libras, but you know what I'm saying, which is Gemini's, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm happy for that, because I was saying to Gemini, you're learning, earth signs, this month, the things that you don't usually use, the parts of yourself that you don't usually rely on, you don't usually use and apply in your life, and that is emotion and justice. I nearly said this is you, and this is the only card that fell out when I was shuffling before I turned the camera on. Justice card. So this is you. So yes, connect with you. Be interesting to see what this card is, because it's like the balance. Maybe this is going to be an active. This might be an Adam, if you will, a masculine. This is feminine energy. This might be masculine energy, and it's about the balance between the two. And right now, so honestly, you earth signs, I tell you what, it's very spiritual time for you, and it might be very uncomfortable for you to actually engage with emotions. Yes, he cheated on you. Yes, he hurt you. Yes, he did that a million times before. However, my feelings, man, I can't deny how I feel. No amount of logic, it doesn't matter how hard you think, doesn't matter how much you try to convince yourself of something. If you feel something, you feel it. You feel it. And you can't convince yourself with any security of anything else. You have to just allow yourself to feel it. And that is what you need to do. And you might feel vulnerable. You might feel afraid to do that over this next month. I'm going to say month because it's really Pisces season that this is affecting you. You might feel afraid, but you have to do it because your security, your balance, your equilibrium, like the Adam and Eve, the balance of Adam and Eve, your equilibrium, like the rest of the universe is, comes from a balance between nature and nurture, a balance between actions and emotions, a balance between logic and reason and intuition. There's a balance between both. And you have to engage with that, with both aspects of yourself, okay? And finally, we've got more emotions. And, you know, it might feel, when I just said to you, you might feel insecure. You know, this might be you feeling insecure. This is, you know, I'm really connecting with this as the inner child at the moment, you know, energetically wise. I mean, yeah, it can be an offer, love offer, blah, 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 but that's boring. You know that. Don't need to say that. This is the vulnerability that we feel when we start to use parts of ourselves that we've forgotten. That sounded a bit random, but what I mean by that is you always used to, when you were a kid, you always used to tell the truth all the time. If someone asked you, do I look fat in this? You'd say, yeah. Or if someone said, do you think my haircut is stupid? You'd say, yeah. And you know, it's not because you're a horrible person. That's the truth. You know, yeah, she did have a stupid haircut, and you know, or whatever it is. When you were younger, you used to do that, and then someone said to you, you got to 8 years old. It's always that age, isn't it, man? 7, 8 years old. Get to that age, and someone said to you, do you know what? You can't tell people the truth. You can't just tell people that they look fat or that they've got stupid freckles, or you can't be. Someone said that to you. And since someone said that, she said, okay, you learned, you thought, do you know what? She's right. You know, I don't want to upset that these people. I'm going to not do that anymore. So as you got older, you got more diplomatic. You started to apply logic and you started to say, well, you know, just because, yeah, I think he's got a stupid haircut, but I don't know why I'm talking about personal appearance, but whatever. I really could not care less, as you know, are looking at me. But, you know, I'm fabulous, darling, as you are. But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so, you know, you learn, you know, I can't be honest all the time. If someone asked me, does my bum look big in this? I mean, nowadays we'd say, yeah. In the past, it used to be an insult. Nowadays, everyone's like, give me a big bum. Anyway, I digress, darlings, as you know I do. But in the past, so you grow up then and people ask your opinion, your boyfriend or your girlfriend in a relationship, do I look fat in this? You're like, no, you don't look fat. But deep down, you're like, oh God, she does look a bit, or he does look a bit, or I don't like the hair, or whatever. But now, Pisces season comes and the sun shines a light back on that day when that person said to you, you can't always tell the truth. And you realise, gosh, it's not just in that area that I don't tell the truth. I've forgotten to speak my truth just in life in general. So you're going to start connecting with that side of yourself again. I'm going to always tell the truth, or whatever it is specifically for you in your life. This is just an example, okay? So when we then uncover this part of ourselves or re-find this part of ourselves that we discarded all those years ago, and we start to be honest about, if someone says, how do you feel today? We actually tell them honestly how we feel today. We don't say, oh, I'm fine. We actually say for real. Do you know what? I'm really emotional at the moment, and you know, it's one of those phases that I'm going through, blah blah blah. At first, when you do that, oh my gosh, this is how you feel. Nervous. This is the energy of the Page of Cups. Nervous. You feel brand new. You feel naked, you know, like the baby on there. You feel naked. You feel, you know, vulnerable. But this is where you need to be in Pisces season. You need to be connecting with parts of yourself that you left behind and that you let go of, and that you thought logically that it's the best thing to do, and actually it's not. So I think that a very spiritual time is ahead for you, my beautiful, beautiful Libras. And actually, I'm excited for you because do you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling strength. I'm feeling strength. This is going to strengthen you, Libra. This is going to strengthen you. So if there's something that you need to look back on, a situation you need to see from a different perspective, and a situation from the past that sort of brought about an imbalance which you didn't even realize was there, it's time to reunite with yourself. It's time to embrace all aspects of yourself. Your logic and your reason, but also your emotions, your intuitions, okay? That's very important. So I hope you like this reading, Libra. If you did, please like it and give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments as well below. I always read every single comment and I reply to most of them, to be fair. You can feel free to share the content, share this video on your social media, on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, if you think it will be helpful to other people, your friends, your family. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You can click my little the head just below. You'll get it's free, and you'll get notifications of when I upload new content, which is next week. For those of you that are interested in mindfulness, in meditation, in compassion, check out the Key Wisdom playlist. I need to add to that at some point. I've been ill for a month, but yeah, you can check that out for more additional information about mindfulness, meditation, etc. And finally, if you're wanting a personal reading, I've done a video about personal readings just because I've had to change how I'm taking bookings. The prices are still the same. You still get your discounts for subscribers, etc. It's just I have to limit the appointments just because of the amount of time everything was taking me. So if you want interested in that, check out that video as well. Okay, my darling, have a fabulous Pisces season, Libra. Have a wonderful couple of weeks, and I will see you all again next week with your love readings, and I'll see you all again very soon, my darlings. Okay, take care, my darlings. Bye.